True, I am nervous, very dreadfully nervous. But why will you say I am mad? Hear how calmly I can tell the whole story. I mean, I love the old man, but I think it was his eye. Yes, it was. One of his eyes resembled that of a vulture, a pale blue eye with a thin film over it. Whenever it fell upon me, my blood ran cold. So I made up my mind to kill the old man, rid myself of the eye forever. Now you say I am mad, but you should have seen how wisely I proceeded. I was never kinder to the old man than during the week before I killed him. And every night I'd open his bedroom door about midnight. Oh, so slowly. It would take me a whole hour to place my head within the opening to see him in his bed. But I found the eye always closed. However, on the 8th night, when I had my head inside the door as usual, a shaft of moonlight fell upon the vulture eye. It was open. It was a hideous blue that chilled the very marrow of my bones. Then there came to my ears a low, dull, quick sound. It was the beating of the old man's heart. It grew quicker and quicker and louder and louder. I even thought the neighbours would hear it, and I couldn't stand it any longer. So I burst into his room, grabbed the old man from his bed, took his pillow and pressed it down hard on his face. Eventually, the heart stopped. The old man was dead, and his eye would trouble me no longer. I then lifted up the floorboards and placed his body below it, and I replaced the boards so carefully that no human eye, not even his, could ever have noticed the difference. Just as I had finished, there was a knock at the door. 2 policemen. A shriek had been heard in the night. The shriek was my own in a dream. The old man, oh, he's in the country visiting relatives. Certainly, have a look around. I led them all over the house and eventually to the old man's room. They were satisfied. We sat and chatted for a while, but after a while I wished they would go. My head started to ache and there was a ringing in my ears. Well, it wasn't a ringing. It was a low, dull, quick sound. And again it grew louder and louder and quicker and quicker. But they seemed not to notice it. No, they'd noticed it. They heard it. They were making a mocker of me. But still it grew louder and louder, and I couldn't stand it any longer. I cried out, "He's there! Tear up the planks! It's the beating of his hideous heart!" True, I am nervous. Very dreadfully nervous. But why will you say I am mad?